So come to page number 85. Understanding marginalization, as I have written on board, you can see from the 1830s onwards, Adivashis from Jharkhand and adjoining areas moved in very large numbers to various plantations in India and the world, Mauritius, the Caribbean, and even Australia. India's tea industry became possible with their labor in Assam. You have to remember this one. This tea industry, it is possible only because the labors in Assam and their hard work. Okay, today there are 70 lakh Adivashis in Assam alone, underline. The story of this migration is full of extreme hardship, torture, heartbreak, and death. Why not? When you are just getting uprooted from your own place and you are just forcefully sent somewhere, why you will feel like going there? Leaving your area, leaving your people, just getting separated from your friends. And when it is a forceful, that means you are bound to go. And on the way, torture is there, malnutrition is there. You can fall sick and you can die. Nobody is there to take care of you. Trijit, kindly look at the board and come to know that which is the topic. Okay. Next, where I was, yes, the story of this migration is full of extreme hardship, torture, heartbreak, and death. For example, in the 19th century alone, 5 lakh Adivashis had perished. Can you just think about it? 5 lakh Adivashis, they have perished, they died. Okay, in these migrations, the song below captures the hopes of the migrants and the reality they faced in Assam. Forest lands have been cleared for timber and to get land for agricultural industry. Adivashis have also lived in areas that are rich in minerals and other natural resources. These are taken over for mining and other large industrial projects. Powerful forces have been colluded to take over tribal land. Much of the time, the land is taken away forcefully and procedures are not followed. According to official figures, more than 50% of persons displaced due to mines and mining projects are tribals. Displaced means move from one place to another. Okay. Other recent survey report by organizations working among Adivashis shows that 79% of the persons displaced from the states of Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jharkhand are tribals. Huge tracts of their lands have also gone under the waters of hundreds of dams that have been built in independent India. In the northeast, their lands remain highly militarized and war torn. Meaning of militarized, it is quite easy, but still then you come to the glossary and see an area where the presence of the armed forces is considerable. Okay. India has 54 national parks and 372 wildlife sanctuaries covering 1,09,652 square kilometer. These are areas where tribals originally lived but were evicted from, that means moved away from. When they continue to stay in this forest, they are termed as encroachers, that means intruders, trespassers. Now children, you say me one thing. People, they are living in forest. Forest is getting cleared because of timber. Timber is required. We cannot say that we don't require timber. Timber is highly required for furniture and for other industrial purposes. Industries, they are required for getting the ready-made things and for the employment of people. Then building of housing complex, it is also required. Then mining, it is highly required for the minerals and to use them for our benefit and for our comfort and for our this progress. Then we also require to preserve the animal life. That's why these national parks, these sanctuaries, these are required. Dams are highly required for irrigation and to check floods. So all these things are required. We cannot just remain away from this. We have to understand and admit their importance. On the other hand, we also have to see what sort of loss these Adivashi people, they are facing, because forest is considered as their living place, their dwelling places, and their dwelling places are getting involved in sort of progress matter, or in sort of progress work of the country, and they are getting removed from that place. Now, which one we have to vote for? Which one we have to vote for? Which one we will say is incorrect and which one is correct? We are not having any answer, because both the things are essential. Now, losing their lands and access to the forest means that tribals lose their main sources of livelihood and food. Having gradually lost access to their traditional homelands, many Adivashis have migrated to cities in search of work, where they are employed for a very low wages in local industries or a building or construction sites. This one also we can find nowadays, that Adivashis, they are getting engaged in this sort of industrial works or in this sort of construction work. And even during the harvest time, you have seen that the Adivashis, they are standing in the knee length water in the paddy fields, and they are working with a smile on their face. And because of their work only, we are getting a rich harvest, and in turn we are getting food and money. So they thus get caught in a cycle of poverty and deprivation. 45% of tribal groups in rural areas and 35% in urban areas live below the Poverty line. This leads to deprivation in other areas. Many tribal children are malnourished, that means they are not getting proper nutritious food. Literacy rates among tribals are also very low, but now it has increased somewhat. When Adivashis are displaced from their lands, they lose much more than a source of income. They lose their traditions and customs, a way of living and being. So it is not that only they are losing their income, source of income. They are losing their home, they are losing their custom, they are losing their cultures. Everything is getting lost from there. And even they are getting separated. They are getting separated from their family members, from their friends. Everything they are losing. They took our farming land. They left some houses. They took our farming land. They left some houses. They took the cremation ground, temple, well, and pond. How will we survive? Yes, such questions are there. Such important questions are there, which are not having any solid answers. They have taken all this from us, snatched away all these things from us. How pity it is to hear all these questions. What sort of deep-rooted sadness, deep-rooted grief is there in their minds? Says Govinda Maran, who was displaced due to a refinery project in Odisha. As you have read, there exists an interconnectedness between the economic and the social dimensions of tribal life. Destruction in one sphere naturally impacts the other. Often this process of dispossession and displacement can be painful and violent. Not often, every time it is violent and painful. This is the photo of Niyamgiri Hill located in Kalahandi district of Odisha. This area is inhabited by Dongaria Kons, an Adivashi community. Niyamgiri is the sacred mountain of this community. A major aluminium company is planning to set up a mine and refinery here, which will displace this Adivashi community. They have strongly resisted this proposed development and have been joined by environmentalists as well. A case against the company is also pending in the Supreme Court. So from here we can now know that these people, they are having some sort of others or some other organizations to support them, to vote for their rights, because many Adivashis, they are getting the chance to get educated, they are getting government jobs, and slowly they are protesting against all this type of misdeeds. Even environmentalists, they are there to stand beside them. Adivashis use around, it is very important, you be very careful, 10,000 plant species approximately 8,000 species are used for medicinal purposes. So in my yesterday's video only I have said that when Adivasi people they are losing control from the forest, then how we will get enriched from them from in this field of medicines, and in this case of pesticides and etc., which are natural, which are just got just directly from the nature. Then 325 are used as pesticides, 425 as gums, resins and dyes, 550 as fibers, 3500 are edible. This entire knowledge system gets wiped out when Adivasi lose their rights over forest lands. When the forests are their dwelling places, forest as if is their life and blood, flesh and everything. So they know the edges, the corners, they know each and every plant, the animals which are living there, they know which plant is essential, it is having some sort of medicinal property, which plant is having some sort of poisonous effects, everything they know very well. It is just within their grip. So children, give a tick mark up to this violent, and in our next class we will proceed with this minorities and marginalization, and the rest part of the chapter it will be one offline video and it will get uploaded in the e-portal. Kindly check it from there, and if you are having any query doubt regarding this portion which are just taught in offline videos, you can ask your questions or clear or get cleared your doubts through the e-portal. There you can easily ask me the questions, never hesitate to ask me questions in the e-portal. Okay children, so now from up to this part which we have discussed today, if you are having any question, problem, anything, you can ask me now. I will try to answer you.